What's up, Empowered Christians? This is Pastor Brian with Empowered Christian Ministries. I just wanted to jump on really quick. Something happened a few minutes ago, and I thought not only did I gain a little bit of insight from noticing it, but I thought I would share it with you guys so that you could be blessed by it as well. So I was spending some time with the Lord, and I look over and I noticed my dog got up from his little dog bed that's near where I was journaling, and he left a little spot of what looked like blood. And so I noticed it, and so what's been happening lately is he's got like a lump underneath his neck, and it's kind of this obnoxious thing that just won't go away. I need to probably get it surgically removed because it's not healing on its own. But it's in this place where he'll scratch it and then he'll bleed, and I'll find these little blood spots all over. And then I'll go and bandage it and put on some liquid Band-Aid, and then it'll be fine for a couple of days. And then he'll scratch it again, and then it'll repeat. And so I noticed this, and I'm like, I went and checked and, put a Kleenex there and touch it. I'm like, sure enough, it's bleeding again. All right. So I go to tell him to come over to the spot in the kitchen where I have the liquid Band-Aid thing just sitting there. And he's like ignoring me. And so I start getting angry, and I'm like, get over here now. And I'm starting to get a little bit louder and a little aggressive, and I'm trying to make him come over. And he's like, he doesn't want to do it. He just goes and lays in his bed because he's like, you're mad at me now. And so I get over, and I'm like, get up, get over here. And I start, getting loud with him. And he kind of gets up a little bit, and then he goes and lays, 2 feet away from that. I end up spanking him and saying, get up, get over here now. And I'm having to like force him to come over here. And he looks at me, and he knows I mean business, and I'm going to get what I want. So he sort of slowly saunters over, like at snail's pace, finally gets over, and I'm able to clean and bandage the wound and then apply the liquid Band-Aid and kind of seal that cut so it stops bleeding. And, so I'm cleaning the wound and, putting the Band-Aid, and I've used this stuff before. It kind of stings a little bit. And so I'm blowing on it as I'm applying it just to kind of help, so it doesn't hurt as much. And as soon as he came over, I immediately I'm no longer angry. I'm no longer yelling at him. I'm no longer smacking him. It's the only reason I did that is because he was being disobedient and not coming over when I told him to, right? And it's kind of interesting because I didn't smack him or yell at him or get loud or angry or be upset emotionally when he was just bleeding. I did it when he was being disobedient and not doing what I told him to do. Right? That's the part I was upset about. I'm not upset that he was bleeding. He can't control that he's bleeding. He can't control that he has this growth. He can't control that it's in a weird spot that he likes to scratch his face, and sometimes he'll hit that. And it's not his fault. Ultimately I need to take responsibility and probably go get the surgery and remove it. So I'm not mad at him at all. It's not his fault at all that he's bleeding. It's only his fault that he didn't come over when I told him to. And probably because he knew that the Band-Aid stuff kind of stings or whatever. He just has a lack of understanding. And this is kind of the way it is with us and God as well, right? God is not mad at you when you fall short, when you fail at something, when you are less than perfect, right? When you are, when you have weaknesses and faults and stumble, right? You are broken. You live in a fallen world. You have a fallen nature. God knows this. And God doesn't get mad at you for your weaknesses any more than I would get mad at my dog for bleeding. So God's not mad at you for bleeding. That's just the reality. That's just the way it is. He's not mad at you for that, and you shouldn't be mad at yourself for your weaknesses and faults and failures, right? But when I told my dog, okay, come over here and do it my way, now I'm taking charge, now I'm telling you what I want you to do, I'm going to resolve the situation that you're bleeding. You can't do anything about it, but I can do something about it. That's what God does. He says, here's my solution. I need you to obey me and come over and do it my way and trust me. And if you disobey, then God's going to get angry and he's going to say, you need to do what I'm telling you to do, because now it's your fault. Now you're disobeying me. Now you're so afraid of the repercussions of the consequence when you don't realize I'm not mad about the bleeding. I'm mad that you're disobeying me and not trusting in me to take care of the bleeding once it's been identified, right? And then once I'm cleaning the wound, right, I'm gentle, I'm loving, I'm blowing on the spot as I'm applying the healing Band-Aid to it and everything, and we're good, right? And that's what God does. He says, I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to heal you. I'm going to fix the situation. You need to come to me. You need to trust me. You need to be obedient. And I just thought that was kind of a powerful lesson. My dog, there's so many lessons that I've learned just as I understand my relationship between me and my dog and how that's kind of similar to our relationship with God. So I hope that blesses you and empowers you for the rest of your day. I hope you have an amazing week. God bless. Take care.